my God, you come and pick you up. No, I got a ticket already, so. So that's the first time I saw him. Since I was 4 years old, I was 27 years old at the time.
Wow.
I was 27 when I joined the Navy. 27 years old.
Wow.
I got out, I was exactly 47 years old.
Oh, okay.
So 20 years, see. Then 20 years, I'm not going to find a job. It's still easy here in America.
You got a good,
1973, when I got out of the Navy.
Yeah, my dad was during wartime with the Germans, and my dad got a real good check. They thought that my dad was dead, and they threw him over in the dead pile. Well, here come Hitler, you know, that's, and, yeah, and they shot my dad in the head, so they threw him up in the pile, the dead pile. My dad got up, thank you God, had to do a poop. You know, sometimes when we're dying, our bowels and things will go crazy. My dad is squatting over there trying to take a poop, and they're like, medic, medic, this guy ain't dead. And they didn't, back then, they didn't, like the medics in the tents, they didn't have no way to put you out. And something about my dad's blood pressure dropped real low, and my dad was in a lot of pain from being shot through the head and the ear. But they was making him mad to bring up the blood pressure. He said, I can't take the pain. He said, they would tease him. Yeah, you can. Aren't you a man? And make my dad mad. But his blood pressure was coming up. But my dad, they put a steel plate in his head, you know, got shot through his head. But sometimes my dad would have seizures, but not very often from that plate getting shot, you know. And my dad got a Purple Heart. And what was so weird, somebody took that from my dad's house. And we think it was my dad's nephew came there drunk. And someone about a year ago, at the school, they have Future Farmers of America. That's where the kids can get out there and raise hogs and pigs. Well, this boy, Chris, is out there cleaning up where they are staying, and he finds this little thing on the ground. He's like, and it said my dad's name, Homer Moore. And so he took it to a lady, and this lady goes, I know Homer Moore. Let me call her daughter. Well, she called my sister, Sherry. And they came and put it in the paper. Isn't that something? Oh, my dad's dead before that ever happened. But I said, how did he lose it? And we think the nephew, his niece's boy came and was drunk, and he wanted to always look at that. You know, my dad was drunk. And we think probably because how else would he get out? Kind of almost in a field, you know. So my sister, she had her picture made with the paper and holding up Dad's Purple Heart. Larry, my son, would love to hear all the stories.
Oh, wow.
Grandpa, tell me about when they were shooting at you. You know, he wanted to hear everything. He would have me buy these little army men, little green men. He would play with them and have fights and have wars. And he named one of them Johnny. He would say, oh no, Johnny, Johnny, no, Johnny, you got hit. I'm like, oh, you're driving me crazy, boy. So after you got out of the Navy, then you could draw your check, and you didn't have to work maca, did you? You drew a good check. Yeah.
That's why I didn't get me a job right away. I stayed getting my unemployment.
Oh,
Plus my retirement.
Yeah.
That's where I for a while. So I went back when I got tired of walking around get a job in the medical department.
Uh-huh.
Get some more, have to learn something. Because I don't know anything about cars.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what carburetor is, what is spark plug or what.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I barely
So I went to
do.
school on that.
Oh, you did? You went to mechanic school.
Mechanic school.
That's what Cody, Larry's son, is going to, mechanic school.
I went to mechanic school and then brake. Both of them.
Really?
I spent my GI Bill, I call it GI Bill.
Learning about cars. Yeah, that's
I
a
learned.
good trade, though.
I did learn.
Yeah. You know, what do you call, like it keeps you from bumping, not a rough ride, or shocks? Shocks to keep your car,
Oh, make it.
Yeah. Well, Cody, my grandson, said, Mama, I'm going to mechanic school. This would be easy to put this on. And I'm like, I said, I've got a guy going to fix that, Cody. Because I didn't know.
They get your ticket here in California.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
what
Hey, mine was like a
that's what
low rider. It would be like bouncing. And when I would go over a bridge or anything and had them little things, and that car would bounce if I had people in the back seat.
Yeah.
Finally, I got it fixed. I heard somebody put it
They
on.
could make that car race up like that, then.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. They call them low riders. I've never been in one.
Then all of a sudden, these police stop them up.
It's going in the swimming pool. Me and you'll get in there. We'll float.
I've not seen
my God.
anymore. I don't know.
I don't know. You know what I hear a lot of since I've been here? A lot of skateboards going by. We never did that in the country. And helicopters. Always driving by. I mean, I guess they're looking or somebody did something wrong. And I remember when I lived out here, I was always hearing helicopters.
Yeah, they do that when they say something wrong in the area.
Sometimes they had them lights on the helicopters. Looking, yeah.
Runaway. Last night, there was a guy who speeding up in the freeway.
Oh, really?
Oh my goodness, he's going by 150, I think.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh my God, he's really flying on between his cars. Then all of a sudden he stopped it there in somewhere in what area. Then he ran away. Oh, he went on that mountain there by the fish, but the helicopters followed him.
You mean getting away, right?
Then he got tired. He just lay down there.
Oh, you got tired.
They cannot get in there right away because it was report that there was a report that he got his arm is gone.
Oh.
And before that, I think he kidnapped somebody.
Oh my gosh. You didn't kill him or nothing?
Nobody was hurt. But he just lay down there when he was tired.
Oh my gosh. Maybe he was high on drugs or something.
Oh, here I go.
Sometimes I see that, I watch that called Cops, and it'll show different things, people running on TV from the cops.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you going to run? They're going to get you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Go.
I like what they say. What'd I do? What'd I do?
Yeah,
What'd I do?
you were running.
Yeah. Hey man, that ain't mine. Yeah, we saw you throw it down the road. That ain't mine.
Yeah.
I didn't throw that down.
Ain't mine.
Ain't
I didn't do it.
Belongs to Mama, I guess.
They wouldn't pick it up. They just know that they said that they wouldn't pick it up. It was and they took it to the hospital. Now there's another. There's America.
Crazy.
He kidnapped the car.
Somebody.
The car was expensive
Oh, he
too.
stole the
BMW.
car. Oh, he stole the car, didn't
my
he?
gosh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But you are BMW.
I'm glad I wasn't on the
The
freeway.
lady who owns that said, he came to me and he asked me, oh my God, what can I do?
Oh my gosh, yeah, he's got a gun.
Boom!
Yeah.
Then he's flying up in the freeway and
Oh,
goes to the phone.
best.
This car is there, follow him, about hours. You can really quit the motorbike, quit his stop. Quick, turn back looking about a half mile. Run! Oh, yeah, that's my business. When I got away, he got tired. Just sit down
Wanna sit down and rest.
No, that's it. Can you get up?
Oh my
I pick
gosh.
him up right there. That's why
Was he young?
Yeah.
Or you know?
Crazy.
Yeah,
No,
young
it's
and
a very-
crazy.
Well, every everything like that they have nothing, they run away. Okay, what can do?
Yeah.
They just
Wanna go
stay
swim, Pop?
stay down there and that's what will happen to them. Making more hard for them.
Yeah.
Wanna swim, Gabby?
You got a gun, you can have what I got. Go on.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't kill me.
Run up the door again.
Did you have any brothers or sisters? Nothing.
Me?
No, you're the only child.
The only child. Not even a stillborn, no nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no brothers, no sisters.
Oh,
Same thing with my mom.
yeah.
Don't kid.
My mama, you remember Uncle Wally? Uncle
Yeah.
Wally?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, he died, I think 2 years ago.
Yeah, California.
Yeah. And I was raised with him. My grandma raised me with Wally. Wally is my mama's brother, but they were like my brothers and sisters, you know. And Glenda, I have Glenda. I don't think you ever met Glenda. She had red hair, and then I've got Jackie. She's got red hair, but they're like my sisters. Then I have an Aunt Billy, but to me, she's the matriarch of our family. She's 89. No, she's 79. You know what she said? We went to a theater, and it had country singing there. So she asked Kim, my daughter, she said, Kim, do you know, she's getting Alzheimer's. She said, do you know how old I am? And Kim goes, no, Aunt Billy. She said, ask my daughter, Margaret. She said, Mama, you're 79. So Aunt Billy turns to me, she goes, Mary, I'm an old lady, I'm 79. She goes, how old are you, Mary? And I said, I'm 69. She said, well, you're old like me then, aren't you? I said, yeah.
All right.
I used to be her baby, but not no more. Mama's older sister now. But she's important to the family because she is the oldest. So we, you know, show a lot of respect for her, you know. Yeah. You're old too, Mary. Thank you.
Well, we'll go there. Everybody.
Everybody's going to be our age, or not everybody, because they might die before our age, but Larry was only 61 when he passed away. Not Wally, I guess, 68. Yeah. He got that cancer. Yeah.
I remember, I really believe in the predetermined. Once you are born, the kid is predetermined, okay? Maybe you will live longer, maybe not. Or right there now, right when you see your 23 minutes, right
Yeah.
there, your day of birth. If you're not 23 minutes longer, okay, this is happening.
Yeah.
This is happening. See, there, another example. Yeah, almost every night. These people who I don't know, I call them crazy. They
probably
fly
are.
this small plane,
Uh-huh.
type of a cup plane. Good thing they're all pregnancy. Okay, then the plane that put down right there about 1,050 miles after, and then the thing's pulling down. The plane dropped, and the pilot is coming out, running out. 15 feet from the plane, the plane burst. The pilot's alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another good. Really tell me, it is not your time yet.
If it's not your time,
No,
you're not
although
going
how hard it
anywhere.
is. How hard?
Yeah.
Like this, the son of this, one of Marietta, the one who just accident,
Yeah.
Chris.
He could have died, but God has another
My
plan
goodness,
for him, not time.
the first time they came to me at my room, they tell me that it's his father, Chris, said that he's going to be, he's in doubt if he live.
Oh, gosh.
No? Right.
Yeah.
That man down there is closing his eyes. You pray good for him. And besides, that yet is time. Eh?
No, it's
That
time.
thing
You're
go.
not
That
going
thing
to
go.
go
Yeah.
before it's your time. You're
That
not
yet,
going
so that's pretty determined. No, really.
Maca, I remember Laddie
Mm.
when we went to church with Sydney, and sometimes, you know, like even my own dad, I would have trouble understanding, you know, his words. But Maca, Laddie, I remember when Sydney asked her if she wanted to ask Jesus to come into her heart. And you would believe this, but when she asked Jesus to come into her heart, I had no trouble understanding. It was just like perfect. She said, I can hear that voice now, Lord Jesus, come into my heart as my personal Lord and Savior. And it was so plain, you know, and God don't take none of us. He has a purpose for all of us. I haven't learned my purpose yet, but I want Him to use me for whatever purpose He might have for me. I love to take care of people. I love it. I just really love it. And that's how my grandma taught me. There was an old couple that lived next door, and they were, I didn't understand, in bad shape. Back in the old days, we called, not that they're older, grandma and grandpa, but out back, we called Anna or grandma and grandma. That's a country that's grandpa Carmack, our old grandpa. Arthritis or, you know, like they, he was all like his neck and all over. And his wife never got out of the chair. She just sat there. I think back years ago they would call it dropsy. I don't understand, maybe heart trouble. I mean, I don't know what it was. But we would clean their house for money for a quarter, and back then we could go to the movies for a dime. So we would go clean their house. They weren't able to sweep and things like that. Well, the next week we would come back, me, Glenda, and Uncle Wally. And I'd say, Grandpa, we're here to clean your house. He'd say, kids, Grandpa don't have no money this week. But we would beg them, you know why, Maca, even though we weren't going to get any money. In our child mind, we realized that they weren't able to do things that we could do, like sweep and mop and do dishes And so I've done that ever since that I've been a child. Is taking care of the old people. But listen, when Kenny says, Mama, who do you tell people you work for? I say, I work for American Home Care for the elderly. He goes, Mama, please, what do you think you are? And get it, elderly. That's funny. Don't remind me, right, Maca?